India's richest. The top 1% now hold more than 40% of the country's overall wealth, while the lower half of the population collectively owns just 3%, and Oxfam research has showed. Oxfam International, which released the India supplements to its annual inequality report on the first day of the World Economic Forum, stated that taxing India's top 10 earners at 5% might raise enough money to return children to school. On gender inequality, the report said female workers earned only 63 paise for every 1 rupee a male worker earned. Now, according to Oxfam, Indian billionaires' wealth has jumped by 121% since the pandemic's start until November last year. That underscores the rapid rise in the earnings of the richest during the toughest period in recent times. In contrast, nearly 64% of the total goods and services tax collections in 2021-2022 came from the lower 50% of the population, while only 3% of the GST collection came from the top 10%. The total number of billionaires in India increased from 102 in 2020 to 166 in 2022, a near total of 63% jump. The aggregate wealth of India's top 100 has surpassed $660 billion, enough to cover the whole union budget for more than 18 months. Oxfam India has urged the Union Finance Minister to impose a one-time solidarity wealth tax and windfall tax to put an end to the crisis of profiteering. It also demanded a permanent increase in taxes in the top 1% with a focus on capital gains, which are taxed at lower rates than other types of income. Showing the growing disparity between the haves and the have-nots, a separate global survey showed just about 2 in 5 people think their families will be better off in the future. The global survey also found the mistrust for institutions by low-income households has increased significantly. On the other hand, high-income households still broadly trust governments, businesses, media and NGOs, showing the class divide in the attitude. Now, according to the Edelman Trust Barometer, economic pessimism was at its highest in advanced economies like the United States, Britain, Germany and Japan. What is more bad news for households around the world, global employment growth is expected to halve this year, according to the International Labour Organization. Report also shows that the number of jobless people is expected to rise by 3 million to 208 million this year, with firms focusing on lowering their costs globally, which has resulted in massive layoffs in recent months. It points to more hardship for common people and suggests job losses from the pandemic will not likely be recovered before 2025. These worries are a reflection of the profound uncertainty about the condition of the world economy that exists while the conflict in Ukraine rages on and central banks raise lending rates to combat inflation. It may enter a recession this year, the World Bank warned on Tuesday. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.